Japan, known as Nihon or Nippon in its own language, is a serene island nation in East Asia. It rests in the Pacific Ocean, east of the Korean Peninsula, China, and Russia, forming a unique ensemble of islands that have inspired poets, philosophers, and travelers for centuries. Its archipelago consists of 4 main islands: Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku, along with thousands of smaller islands scattered across the Pacific waters. This geography has created an intimate relationship between the people and the sea, a bond reflected in cultural practices, cuisine, and daily life. The country stretches approximately 3,000 kilometers from north to south, spanning diverse climates. Hokkaido in the north is known for long, snowy winters, pine forests, and clear lakes, while the southern islands, including Kyushu and Okinawa, enjoy subtropical climates with lush greenery and coral reefs. Mountains cover nearly 3/4 of the land, concentrating human settlements along coastal plains and river valleys. Mount Fuji rises majestically as an iconic peak revered in art, culture, and spiritual practice. Rivers like Shinano, Tone, and Kiso carve through valleys, nurturing agriculture and framing peaceful cities. Lakes such as Lake Biwa, Japan's largest freshwater lake, mirror mountains and sky, offering tranquil reflections and serene natural beauty. Japan's major cities pulse with life, blending the old with the new. Tokyo, the capital, is a sprawling metropolis where ultra-modern skyscrapers stand beside tranquil temples and gardens. Osaka is alive with culinary delights, markets, and dynamic urban energy, while Kyoto preserves centuries of cultural heritage through historic temples, shrines, and traditional tea houses. Sapporo draws winter sports enthusiasts and visitors to its annual snow festival. Cities like Fukuoka, Hiroshima, and Nagoya carry unique histories, architectural marvels, and regional charm. Even amidst fast-paced urban life, Japan's rural towns retain centuries-old traditions and close-knit communities, balancing modernity with heritage. Japan is home to approximately 125 million people. The population is largely ethnically Japanese, with smaller communities of Koreans, Chinese, and international residents. The nation faces demographic challenges, including an aging population and one of the world's highest life expectancies. Local traditions, regional dialects, and festivals flourish alongside modern developments, giving each part of Japan a unique identity. Hokkaido preserves Innu heritage, Okinawa reflects Ryukyuan culture, and regions like Kansai and Kanto showcase distinctive cuisine and traditions. Across the nation, festivals, seasonal changes, and natural landscapes create a rhythm that gently guides daily life. The history of Japan stretches back tens of thousands of years. Early Jomon and Yayoi cultures laid the foundations of pottery, agriculture, and social structures. The emergence of imperial rule is traditionally traced to Emperor Emu in 660 BCE, though historical records blend legend and archaeology. Japan's long history includes periods of isolation and openness, feudal systems under shoguns, samurai culture, and eventual unification. The Meiji Restoration of 1868 marked a pivotal turning point as Japan transitioned from feudal isolation to a modern, industrialized nation-state, embracing Western technologies while maintaining cultural identity. Influential figures such as Tokugawa, Ieyasu, and Emperor Meiji shaped governance, modernization, and foreign policy. Japan's involvement in global conflicts, including World War II, led to profound social and political changes, ultimately culminating in its post-war constitution and pacifist principles. Japan's government operates as a constitutional monarchy with a parliamentary system, known as the National Diet. The emperor serves as a symbolic figurehead, representing national unity, while the prime minister and elected representatives exercise executive and legislative authority. The Diet's two houses oversee lawmaking, budget approvals, and government oversight, while the Supreme Court provides judicial review. Prefectures ensure local governance, education, health, and infrastructure management, balancing regional identity with national unity. Civil liberties, economic frameworks, and public policy continue to evolve, reflecting Japan's adaptation to modern democratic principles while honoring tradition. National security is maintained through the Japan Self-Defense Forces, JSDF, organized into ground, maritime, and air divisions. The Ground Self-Defense Force focuses on land defense, disaster response, and internal security. The Maritime Self-Defense Force protects the extensive coastline, shipping lanes, and maritime resources. The Air Self-Defense Force monitors airspace and responds rapidly to natural disasters. Military infrastructure includes bases strategically located across the islands and in partnership with international allies, particularly the United States. Although Japan maintains a pacifist stance post-World War II, historical conflicts such as the Russo-Japanese War and the World Wars have shaped doctrines emphasizing preparedness, deterrence, and global cooperation. Beyond defense, Japan thrives as a hub of innovation, engineering, and scientific exploration. The meticulous craftsmanship and dedication to knowledge are evident in aviation, space exploration, medicine, transportation, computing, and renewable energy. Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA, spearheads satellite launches, asteroid missions, and contributions to the International Space Station, exemplified by the Hayabusa asteroid sample missions. Japan's technological legacy extends from early industrialization to modern electronics, with companies like Sony, Panasonic, and Toshiba leading in innovation. Computing, robotics, and AI continue to influence global technology landscapes, while renewable energy projects and earthquake-resistant architecture reflect environmental consciousness and careful planning. Healthcare and medicine in Japan blend tradition and modernity. Campo medicine coexists with advanced surgical techniques, pharmaceuticals, and robotic-assisted care. Hospitals provide high-quality service in both urban and rural settings, while research in gerontology, preventive care, and biotechnology continues to extend life expectancy and well-being. Transportation systems, like the Shinkansen bullet trains, connect cities efficiently, while hybrid and electric vehicles demonstrate environmental awareness and engineering precision. Urban infrastructure, bridges, tunnels, ports, and airports reflect meticulous planning adapted to challenging geography. Even everyday life is enriched with innovation, from robotics in hotels and elder care to automation in manufacturing and retail. Scientific research, integrated with societal function, culture, and public safety, ensures a harmony of technology and tradition. Engineers, inventors, and scientists leave enduring legacies, while environmental and energy initiatives balance industrial growth with ecological preservation. Across Japan, mountains, rivers, cities, and cultural traditions merge into a gentle tapestry, offering calm imagery and thoughtful reflection. From the snowy peaks of Hokkaido to the subtropical isles of Okinawa, From ancient temples in Kyoto to neon-lit streets of Tokyo, Japan presents a seamless blend of past, present, and future. The islands, the mountains, the rivers, and the people form an intricate harmony, a rhythm that lulls the mind, encourages curiosity, and evokes a profound sense of peace. Through history, innovation, nature, and culture, Japan invites the listener to drift into a serene landscape of thought, imagination, and gentle awareness, making it a perfect companion for calm, reflection, and restful sleep. Japan's culture is a serene tapestry of history, nature, and human creativity, where tradition and modernity coexist in delicate harmony. From ancient tea ceremonies to ultra-modern pop culture, Japan offers an extraordinary range of artistic, musical, and communal experiences. Music in Japan has deep roots, ranging from traditional court music, known as gagaku, played for centuries in imperial palaces, to folk instruments like the shamisen and koto, producing gentle melodies that echo across mountains, rivers, and gardens. Japanese music blends ceremonial ritual, storytelling, and seasonal reflection, often inspired by nature, such as the changing cherry blossoms or the whisper of bamboo forests. As the centuries unfolded, regional influences created distinct musical traditions. The island of Okinawa is renowned for the sanshin, a three-stringed instrument, contributing to soothing folk songs reflecting island life and the subtropical rhythm of the sea. In contrast, the central Honshu region developed musical theater such as No and Kabuki, combining drama, music, dance, and ornate costumes into centuries-old performances. No is quiet, contemplative, and slow-paced, reflecting spiritual introspection, while Kabuki is vivid, dramatic, and energetic, captivating audiences with elaborate makeup, costumes, and storytelling. Both forms continue to inspire modern music, theater, and cinema, preserving heritage while offering timeless entertainment. Contemporary music in Japan spans pop, rock, jazz, and electronic genres, often blending Western influences with uniquely Japanese sensibilities. Cities like Tokyo and Osaka are cultural hubs where live music, orchestras, jazz cafes, and indie bands thrive. Traditional instruments appear in modern compositions, creating soothing fusions that balance past and present. Festivals, rituals, and seasonal observances often feature music, subtly guiding communal life and personal reflection, whether in quiet, rural villages or bustling urban districts. Dance forms in Japan are diverse and historically significant. The hula of Okinawa, influenced by Polynesian culture, moves gracefully to storytelling melodies. The Bon Odorai dances, performed during the Obon festival, honor ancestral spirits with rhythmic steps, communal participation, and flowing kimonos or yukatas. These dances are not merely artistic, they create connection, rhythm, and community harmony, encouraging participation while maintaining cultural continuity. The structured movements of No theater or the playful gestures of Kabuki also reflect dance as expression, meditation, and narrative. Japan's festivals are extraordinary windows into culture, community, and seasonal appreciation. Hanami, the cherry blossom viewing in spring, blends nature, leisure, poetry, and communal gatherings in serene parks. Tanabata, the Star Festival, encourages poetic expression, colorful decorations, and storytelling under night skies. Larger national celebrations like Shagatsu, the New Year Festival, involve rituals of purification, family gatherings, and traditional foods, emphasizing reflection, renewal, and familial bonds. Seasonal festivals often feature music, dance, food, and decorative arts, creating immersive.com experiences that gently move from day into evening, guiding community life with rhythm and continuity. Halloween, while originating abroad, has been embraced in urban Japan with vibrant costume parades, illuminated streets, and playful celebrations, highlighting Japan's ability to integrate global influences while maintaining unique stylistic approaches. Similarly, Christmas in urban areas features lights, music, and joyful gatherings, blending international festivity with local charm. Quirky events like the Kanda Matsuri or Gion Matsuri feature processions, traditional music, floats, and coordinated performances, offering centuries-old rituals in modern public engagement. Art forms in Japan are rich, both visual and performative. Traditional painting, often using ink and rice paper, captures landscapes, seasons, and philosophical reflection. Calligraphy, an art form emphasizing precision, balance, and meditation, reflects personal expression and cultural discipline. Sculpture, from religious icons to modern installations, spans centuries of spiritual and aesthetic practice. Theater, film, and literature are equally profound. Japanese cinema, from the quiet, poetic works of Yasujiro Ozu to modern anime masterpieces, conveys emotion, culture, and visual poetry with immersive depth. Broadway-style theater is represented in vibrant urban productions, while Japan maintains its unique forms like Takarazuka Revue, where all-female casts perform musicals with dramatic flair. Literature, spanning centuries from classical works such as The Tale of Genji by Murasaki Shikibu to modern novels by Haruki Murakami, explores human emotion, societal norms, and existential reflection. Famous poets like Matsuo Basho revolutionized haiku, capturing the natural world and fleeting moments with gentle precision. Museums and galleries across Japan, from Tokyo National Museum to local cultural centers, display artifacts, paintings, and interactive exhibits, inviting both active study and serene observations. Daily routines in Japan intertwine culture and practical life. Community events, seasonal parades, and local festivals encourage participation, fostering cohesion, while parks and public gardens provide spaces for quiet reflection or leisurely walks. Libraries, cultural centers, and schools act as repositories of knowledge and tradition, guiding young generations in both academic learning and artistic appreciation. Fashion, whether urban streetwear or traditional kimono attire, expresses individuality, respect for occasion, and aesthetic awareness. Handicrafts such as pottery, lacquerware, textiles, and woodworking highlight meticulous craftsmanship and attention to detail. Education in Japan supports cultural and artistic engagement. Schools integrate music, art, calligraphy, and performance into curricula, while universities host cultural research programs, fostering appreciation of history, literature, and creative expression. Parks, recreational spaces, and community centers allow families and neighbors to interact, enjoy performances, or simply observe natural beauty, reinforcing social bonds and cultural continuity. As we gently move through these observations, notice the rhythm of Japan's cultural heartbeat. Music flows from ancient melodies into modern harmonies. Dance, theater, and visual arts create immersive landscapes of sound, movement, and imagery. Festivals mark seasons, honor ancestors, and celebrate human creativity with subtle grandeur. Even if your mind drifts toward sleep, the scents of cherry blossoms, the delicate sounds of koto strings, the color of festival lanterns, and the calm rhythm of seasonal dance will linger in consciousness like soft ambient light, guiding the imagination without urgency. Japan's cuisine is a gentle reflection of its geography, history, and seasonal awareness. Eating in Japan is not merely a necessity, but a cultural expression, connecting individuals to nature, community, and tradition. Breakfast, for instance, varies from region to region, but typically combines nourishment with aesthetic balance. A classic Japanese breakfast may include steamed rice, miso soup, grilled fish, pickled vegetables, and tamagoyaki, a softly rolled omelet. Tea, particularly green tea, is often served alongside, providing a calm, earthy start to the day. In northern regions, such as Hokkaido, seafood breakfasts with salmon or herring are common, reflecting proximity to the sea and reliance on seasonal bounty. In southern islands, like Okinawa, tropical fruits and lighter dishes complement the subtropical climate. Regional specialties showcase Japan's culinary diversity. In the Kansai region, okonomiyaki, a savory pancake filled with cabbage, seafood, or pork, represents communal cooking and street food culture. In Hiroshima, this dish is layered with noodles, reflecting local adaptation. The Kanto region, including Tokyo, offers manjeyaki, a runnier version of the pancake, cooked on iron griddles in casual social settings. Kyoto's cuisine emphasizes subtlety, seasonal ingredients, and presentation as seen in kiziki meals, which combine multiple small dishes into a visually harmonious, flavor-rich experience. Sweets and desserts are equally diverse, ranging from wagashi, traditional confections often served with tea, to modern adaptations such as mochi ice cream. Seasonal ingredients influence flavors. Cherry blossom mochi in spring, chestnut sweets in autumn, and sweet potato desserts in winter. Street food often features skewers, taiyaki fish-shaped pastries, and freshly grilled snacks at local festivals. These foods not only satisfy hunger, but create shared sensory experiences, connecting participants to seasonal cycles and community rhythms. Beverages in Japan vary from the ubiquitous green tea to regionally specialized drinks. Matcha, powdered green tea, carries ceremonial significance, while barley tea, fruit-infused teas, and local soft drinks are widely enjoyed. Sake, a traditional rice wine, is central to festivals, family rituals, and communal gatherings, with subtle variations depending on brewing regions. Coffee culture, though a modern import, has become a comforting urban ritual, combining convenience with the gentle art of brewing and flavor appreciation. Farmers markets and seasonal fairs provide intimate access to Japan's bounty. Local producers display fresh vegetables, fruits, seafood, rice, and artisanal products in neat, organized stalls. Markets emphasize seasonal awareness, with produce like bamboo shoots in spring, persimmons in autumn, and melons in summer. Culinary festivals, often themed around ingredients such as pumpkin, chili, or maple syrup, showcase not only local flavors, but also artistry in preparation, presentation, and communal participation. These events gently engage all senses: sight, smell, taste, while reflecting cultural values of harmony, patience, and appreciation. Dining etiquette in Japan is subtle yet significant. Meals are often structured to balance taste, texture, color, and temperature, reflecting respect for ingredients and those sharing the table. Chopsticks are used with care, bowing accompanies gratitude, and seasonal aesthetics guide the choice of tableware. Family gatherings, especially during festivals like New Year Shogatsu or Oban, feature shared meals and rituals, connecting generations through culinary practice. Restaurants vary from small, local establishments to urban finine experiences. Sushi counters and ramen shops showcase craftsmanship and dedication, while casual eateries provide daily nourishment in a familiar, community-focused environment. Fusion cuisine, influenced by immigrants and international trends, offers innovative combinations that maintain respect for traditional flavor profiles. Japanese fast food culture, though influenced by global trends, often emphasizes quality, presentation, and speed without compromising taste. Snacks and casual eating habits reflect attention to texture, color, and balance, with items like rice crackers, onigiri, and sweet pastries available for daily enjoyment. Culinary influence on culture is pervasive. Food shapes festival practices, social interaction, urban planning, and seasonal awareness. Cherry blossom viewing is incomplete without picnic delicacies. Winter festivals include warming street foods. Autumn harvests inspire communal cooking and reflection on nature's abundance. Artistry in food presentation mirrors artistry in calligraphy, painting, and architecture, reflecting a philosophy that daily life, aesthetics, and sustenance are inseparably linked. Even as you drift into the gentle rhythm of this narrative, imagine the quiet bustle of morning markets, the soft aroma of miso soup, the vibrant colors of fresh vegetables and seasonal fruits, and the delicate warmth of tea poured into finely crafted cups. Each dish, each ingredient, each ritual carries the wisdom of centuries and the calm joy of mindful participation. Japan's cuisine is a slow, sensory journey, inviting reflection, observation, and quiet delight. The interaction of culinary practice with community life, education, and tourism creates a living culture. Schools teach children about local foods, farming, and preparation. Festivals highlight cooking as art and tradition. Neighborhoods maintain small shops and family-run restaurants that embody history, craftsmanship, and seasonal awareness. Even in urban centers, the balance between speed, convenience, and aesthetic care is evident, demonstrating Japan's continuous integration of tradition and innovation. This part, focusing on cuisine, regional dishes, and market culture, gently prepares the imagination for exploration of sports, recreation, and outdoor life in Japan. The movement from the senses of taste and smell to motion, rhythm, and adventure mirrors the holistic approach of Sleepify storytelling, immersive.com, and inclusive, whether awake or drifting in sleep. Japan's daily life is a delicate balance of modern efficiency, communal respect, and deep-rooted tradition. Urban mornings in Tokyo, Osaka, and Yokohama begin with a gentle hum of trains, buses, and bicycles gliding along orderly streets. Commuters move with quiet discipline, often immersed in reading, listening to soft music, or quietly observing their surroundings. In contrast, rural towns and villages awaken to the soft calls of birds, the rustle of bamboo, and the gentle flow of rivers. Rice paddies glisten in the morning sun. Small local markets begin their rhythm of daily trade, and neighbors exchange greetings with subtle bows and friendly smiles. Housing varies widely, from high-rise apartments in dense urban centers to traditional wooden homes in rural regions. Urban apartments are compact yet meticulously organized, reflecting minimalist aesthetics and efficient use of space. Tatami rooms, sliding shoji doors, and small gardens provide tranquility within busy city life. Rural homes often feature open spaces, wooden verandas, and gardens that blend with natural surroundings, allowing residents to feel connected with the rhythms of the seasons. Neighborhood lifestyles emphasize respect for community, clean streets, and shared amenities, creating a calm and predictable daily environment. Transportation is highly structured and reliable. Japan's trains, subways, and buses maintain extraordinary punctuality, facilitating the smooth flow of millions of passengers daily. Bicycles remain a preferred local transport option, and walking is common for short distances. Even transportation itself becomes a gentle rhythm in life. From the quiet efficiency of metro stations to the soft hum of the Shinkansen speeding past landscapes, public services, healthcare, and urban planning maintain a consistent, calming structure that allows daily life to proceed smoothly, whether in bustling cities or quiet villages. Health and medical care are carefully integrated. Japan boasts one of the world's most advanced healthcare systems, combining preventive care, modern hospitals, and traditional practices such as Kampo medicine. Routine checkups, community health programs, and accessible clinics create a sense of security and continuity in life. People maintain healthy lifestyles through diet, exercise, and mindfulness, and public health initiatives gently guide communal well-being, allowing citizens to feel nurtured and cared for from childhood into advanced age. Education blends academic rigor with holistic development. Children attend school with disciplined routines, including lessons in music, art, calligraphy, physical education, and moral development. Extracurricular life includes clubs for sports, cultural practice, and science, fostering creativity, social skills, and teamwork. Universities encourage advanced research, innovation, and the pursuit of specialized knowledge, supporting both individual aspiration and national development. Schools also reinforce awareness of traditions, seasonal festivals, and communal rituals, embedding cultural memory in daily practice. Birth rituals in Japan are tender and deliberate. Traditional practices include prenatal care, family gatherings, and small ceremonies celebrating the new life. Many families observe okizome, a ritual around 100 days after birth, symbolically offering the baby a first taste of solid food, ensuring health and prosperity. Baptisms are not common, but Shinto shrines provide ceremonies such as mimayer, in which infants are presented to a shrine and blessed for a healthy future. Marriage traditions in Japan blend Shinto ritual with modern celebration. Couples may hold ceremonies at shrines, complete with traditional kimono, purification rituals, and offerings. Modern weddings often include Western-style receptions, rings, and photography. But the underlying values of respect, family integration, and ceremonial precision remain. These customs provide gentle continuity, connecting generations while allowing personal choice and creativity. Death and funeral practices reflect Japan's deep respect for ancestors and the impermanence of life. Buddhist and Shinto traditions influence rituals, which typically include wake gatherings, cremation, and memorial services. Cemeteries, often set amidst serene landscapes, mountains, or temple grounds, offer peaceful spaces for reflection. The scattering of ashes into rivers or the sea is practiced in some regions, emphasizing the cyclical nature of life and connection to nature. Seasonal visits to graves, such as during Obon, allow families to honor the deceased, maintaining a calm and reflective bond across generations. Unique and quirky customs abound in daily life. From seasonal flower viewing picnics to quiet tea ceremonies in hidden gardens, Japan fosters mindfulness and sensory appreciation. Local festivals, neighborhood rituals, and community events create rhythms that guide the year, blending practicality, art, and social cohesion. Even small details, such as wrapping gifts elegantly, aligning shoes carefully at entryways, and seasonal decorations, reinforce cultural harmony, patience, and observation of beauty in everyday life. Japan's literature, music, and arts continue to inspire both nationally and globally. From ancient poetry, like haiku, capturing the essence of fleeting moments, to modern novels exploring urban life and existential reflection, literature provides gentle yet profound insight into human experience. Music, whether traditional instruments or modern compositions, flows through both public spaces and private life, providing calm, inspiration, and aesthetic delight. Visual arts, theater, cinema, and calligraphy reinforce observation, discipline, and subtle creativity in daily practice. Modern famous personalities reflect the country's achievements and influence. In politics, figures like former prime ministers and cabinet leaders guide national policy with careful deliberation. Artists, filmmakers, and musicians continue to shape global culture, blending innovation with tradition. Scientists and engineers develop technology in robotics, medicine, and space exploration, maintaining Japan's reputation for precision, creativity, and societal benefit. Athletes, both traditional martial artists and contemporary sports stars, embody discipline, perseverance, and the quiet strength of human potential. Historical figures, from emperors to reformers, continue to inspire civic pride, ethical reflection, and cultural awareness. National achievements in innovation, infrastructure, arts, education, and social cohesion provide a backdrop of calm accomplishment. The careful orchestration of festivals, public transportation, urban planning, healthcare, and education demonstrates deliberate societal balance, enabling citizens to experience daily life in an orderly, mindful, and aesthetically pleasing environment. Even simple daily interactions reflect centuries of cultivated manners, etiquette, and observation of nature, reinforcing continuity, respect, and calm. As we drift into reflection, notice the soft cadence of Japanese life, the quiet mornings in rice paddies, the gentle rush of city trains, the measured rhythm of tea ceremonies, the seasonal bloom of flowers, and the warm glow of lanterns at evening festivals. Life unfolds with subtle beauty, blending history, culture, nature, and human innovation into a serene continuum. Whether awake or asleep, the sensory imagery of Japan's daily life, rituals, festivals, and achievements flows around you, creating an immersive, calming experience. Whether you're drifting into sleep or continuing your day, we hope this journey brought calm and curiosity. Relax, observe, and enjoy the story is here for you, wherever you are. Japan, a land of islands, mountains, and ancient forests, stretches gracefully across the Pacific Ocean. Its geography is a harmonious blend of bustling urban centers and serene natural landscapes. The major cities, including Tokyo, the vibrant capital, Osaka, known for commerce and culinary delights, Kyoto, the cradle of tradition and heritage, and Sapporo, renowned for snow festivals, create a mosaic of human settlement that thrives alongside nature. Japan's population, over 125 million, is diverse in age and region, forming an intricate tapestry of urban, suburban, and rural life. The nation is divided into 47 prefectures, each with unique climate, landscapes, and cultural characteristics. The climate varies from the cold winters of Hokkaido to the subtropical warmth of Okinawa, with lush forests, towering mountains, and sweeping coastal plains defining the nation's natural regions. Major rivers, like the Shinano and Tone, nourish valleys, while lakes such as Biwa reflect seasonal colors. Japan's history is profound, from the rise of imperial dynasties to periods of isolation and modernization. Independence and national identity evolved through centuries, shaped by key historical figures and revolutionary events, culminating in a constitutional monarchy with a parliamentary government and a focus on peaceful international engagement. Japan's political system is a constitutional monarchy with a prime minister heading the government, supported by the National Diet, composed of the House of Representatives and the House of Councillors. The Supreme Court ensures judicial oversight, interpreting laws in alignment with the Constitution. Amendments, military oversight, and government policies reflect careful consideration of history, pacifism, and societal needs. The self-defense forces, divided into ground, maritime, and air units, maintain national security, disaster response, and global cooperation, emphasizing preparedness over aggression. The Japanese approach to innovation has shaped both national and global progress. From early industrialization in the Meiji era to modern robotics, aerospace, medicine, and computing, Japan exemplifies the fusion of tradition with scientific advancement. The nation's aerospace initiatives, including JXAS asteroid missions, reflect patience, precision, and technological mastery. Innovations in electricity, mechanical engineering, transportation like the Shinkansen, and automobiles demonstrate efficiency, aesthetic sensitivity, and environmental awareness. Scientists, engineers, and inventors contribute to global knowledge, while medicine integrates traditional and modern practices, ensuring holistic public health. Music ranges from ancient gagaku melodies to contemporary pop, jazz, and rock, blending tradition with modern sensibility. Traditional No and Kabuki performances provide meditative and dramatic experiences, while regional folk dances like Bon Odori celebrate community and seasonal transitions. Festivals such as Hanami, Tanabata, and Shigatsu connect citizens to nature, ancestors, and seasonal cycles. Art, from ink, painting, and calligraphy to modern cinema and theater, reflects harmony, reflection, and narrative depth. Literature, with works ranging from The Tale of Genji to modern novels by Haruki Murakami, captures both cultural legacy and contemporary insight. Breakfasts of rice, miso soup, and fish, regional specialties like okonomiyaki and kizeki, seasonal sweets, street foods, beverages such as green tea and seikol form a daily connection with culture and nature. Farmers markets, culinary festivals, and neighborhood dining reflect communal engagement, seasonal awareness, and artistry in presentation. Food in Japan is not only nourishment, but a form of meditation, aesthetic appreciation, and social cohesion. Sports and recreation merge physicality with philosophy and nature. Traditional martial arts like sumo, judo, karate, kendo, and kudo teach discipline, balance, and mindfulness. Outdoor recreation includes hiking, skiing, snowboarding, kayaking, surfing, and climbing, harmonizing human movement with Japan's diverse landscapes. National parks, protected species, and adventure sports create immersive experiences, blending leisure with ecological awareness. Family outings, urban gyms, and recreational centers support community health and engagement. Daily life, rituals, and death in Japan are infused with calm, observation, and respect. Urban mornings hum with trains and bicycles, while rural areas awaken to rivers, rice paddies, and gentle bird calls. Housing balances, minimalism, and traditional design, public transportation, healthcare, education, and social services are structured to provide security and rhythm. Birth rituals, miyamayuri, marriage traditions, funerals, and memorial practices reflect respect for ancestors, communal values, and spiritual awareness. Festivals, literature, arts, and modern personalities continue to shape identity, blending history with contemporary life. Cherry blossoms, tranquil rivers, quiet snowfalls, tea ceremonies, festival lanterns, and rhythmic trains flow seamlessly into the mind, providing rest, knowledge, and sensory immersion. Whether awake or drifting into sleep, this journey through Japan's geography, history, innovation, culture, cuisine, sports, daily life, and human achievement offers a complete, serene, and contemplative experience. Whether you're drifting into sleep or continuing your day, we hope this journey brought calm and curiosity.